Hi there, it is design time. In today's lesson, I will show you how to clean people's faces from achenesses and also how to smooth faces and retouch skin with Photoshop. Before we begin, if you don't have the Adobe Photoshop installed in your machine, I place the link in the description below where you can download the last version of Adobe Photoshop for free. And if you have any problem installing the software, just leave me a comment and I will reply to help you. So to get started, let's open the image. Okay, open the image, and the first thing we are going to do, we make a little zoom in to make the image clear, and using Ctrl G, we will duplicate the layer, we'll create a second layer, and using the Smoth healing brush tool, this tool here, are you going to use, make the size something like 15 with no hardness, 0% hardness, the mode normal, the tip contents aware, and without sample or layers option. And we begin to clean the face, the girl face, with this tool. We try to remove now all the acheness and retouch the skin of the girl, like you can notice. So we continue cleaning girl face. Okay, that's fine. Now we go to duplicate layer, duplicate the layer, we call the first one high frequency, high FR, and we duplicate it another time, duplicate layer, and we name it this time low frequency. Like you can see now, we have three layers, the original one, the high frequency, and the low frequency. We select the low frequency, the one at the top, and we choose the mode vivid lights. After that we go to image adjustments and we invert the layer. So we go now to filter, blur, and we choose Gaussian blur, and we make the Gaussian blur something like 6 or 7. We edit the Gaussian blur until we have clear view of the woman's face, and we click OK. That's fine now. What we are going to do now is to select the two layers, the low and high frequency. We merge them with merge layers. We make them merge it in one layer. We go to adjustments and hue and saturation adjustment, and we desaturate the layer. We make the saturation at minus 100. And what we are going to do now is going to image adjustments and invert another time the adjustments. Change the mode now, this time to overlay, like you can see. And we come back to the filter, blur, Gaussian blur. That's good. We make it smaller, the radius smaller than the first time we used the Gaussian blur. I think something like 2 is good. I click on OK. Like you can see, the Gaussian blur is applied in all the image, all the layers. So I'm going to use a layer mask, like you can see here. So the layer mask is now all white, which means it makes all the layer shown. So I go to invert to make it all black, and like you can see now, the whole layer isn't shown. Any part from the layer is shown now. So if I make the layer as the middle on and off, I can see the original image. Now I go to the brush tool, and with the white color on the background, I make the size a little smaller with the brush tool. And not forget to use, like you can see, the white color as the background. And we use the brush tool to make the part of the face we want to make it visible from the layer mask. And like you can notice in the layer mask, the white parts are shown here, are clearly shown on the face. Try to pass the brush to brush the parts we want to show them from the layer mask. Like you can see, we continue using our brush on the face, the woman's face. Like you can notice here, with this technique, we clean the face where it touch the skin. You make the girl face very clean, without any acneses or wrinkles. The face looks very different now, very perfect from the original image we had. So we continue using the brush tool. Don't forget, we are using the brush tool not on the layer, but we are using the brush tool on the layer mask with the white color to make the parts we brush shown from the layer, and the parts that are in black are hidden from the layer. In this case, they are the eyes, the hair of the woman. It isn't applied on the mask layer, but we are applying just the parts where she has acneses in her face. So we continue using the brush tool. Like you can notice, a little here under the eyes, the mouth. So when we use a zoom out, we can see the result now. If we make the layers off and on, we can see the original image and the results we are getting. So I think it is very perfect. Now what we are going to do is make a little adjustment with the level adjustment to make the girl face or the woman face more realistic, more clear, and more wonderful and beautiful using the levels. So I change a little the levels, the 3 points here I can edit in the level adjustment. You can see here. So I think using these adjustments wasn't very good on my case, so I will let it off. I will not apply this level adjustment, but I will try to apply another adjustment, which is the hue and saturation. Okay, I will make the lightness a little smaller than 0, and I will saturate a little the colors. And like you can see, this adjustments here is more efficient then the levels one. So when I make it off and on, I can see the results I am getting. Like you can notice, there is a huge difference between the original image I had and the results I get. Alright guys, I wish you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to get the tutorials coming up. And if you have any issues in installing the software or applying today's lesson, just leave me a comment and I will reply to help you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorial.